I apply these principles all the time. All of us, I think, have heard of the proverbial parking spot. Well, that happens all the time. I always tell my clients, my students, ask your angels for the perfect parking spot and give thanks. In my book, I talk a lot about what love, praise, gratitude, and appreciation does to manifesting. So I would ask you to practice what I call the LPGA of manifesting: love, praise, gratitude, appreciation. Now, what has it done in my life? If I'm very specific, it has opened the door for me to meet people that are important to me. For instance, a while ago there was a huge conference on the 21st century. And I went. It was 3 weekends in a row, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, for 3 weeks down in Monterey. There were engineers and astrophysicists and physicists and all kinds of different people, historians. And as I went and heard the various people speak, I said to my angels, gee, I would love to meet Barbara Marx Hubbard. She seems like the most cool person here. Went out to lunch, got back a little bit late because I went up, it was in Monterey, and I went up the coast to have a little bite. And so I was running back to the conference, and I ran, guess what? Smack dab into, guess who? Barbara Marx Hubbard. And I said to her, I said, you are the coolest person here. I would love to meet you. And look, I asked my angels, and here you are. And she said, my dear, you are my sister, spend the day with me. And I got to spend the whole day with her talking about our beliefs and our wishes for this wonderful earth and the human civilization. I will tell you, one of my spiritual teachers told me, you know, honey, you should go to Life Spring, because Life Spring would be really good for you. Life Spring is like Est in the 70s, late 70s. And I said, okay, but I didn't have any money. I was going to graduate school, to college, and I had no money. And I said, oh dear God, now how am I going to get to Life Spring? So the next day, I received in the mail a letter from my dad. He said, I just got this great new project, and I'm getting paid a lot of money. Do you need anything? And I wrote him and I said, yes, Dad, could you send me $700 so I could go through this training? And he sent me $1,100. When I went to the training, I said, who do I pay? Because for some reason, I didn't have to pay. I sent in my application. They said, wait till you get there to pay. And so when I went, I said, who do I pay? Do I pay you? Do I pay you? Who do I pay? Everybody said, oh no, go over there. And then I went over there, and they said, no, go over there. And I went over there. And they said, oh no, go over there. And I went over there. And finally, nobody would take my money. I sat down in the circle. I said, nobody's going to take my money. And nobody paid any attention to me. So I took my money home, and I was able to pay 3 months worth of rent and get my Life Spring training for free.